description.
Alright, hey, this is Hans the Ramen Raider coming at you with another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time. This is the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. Today we've got something from Turkey. This is Indomie. It's a cup and it's a beef one, and I don't see anything on here really just screaming beef, which is the weird thing. Even the picture, look at the picture of this stuff. It just looks like straight instant noodle. It's really odd, but I looked up the barcode. Indeed, everything pointed to it being beef. One translation said veal. That's fancy. But anyways, that's what's going on today on the big show. It's Tuesday, October 14th, 2025. How the heck are you folk doing? It's kind of a crazy week. You got Israeli hostages coming home. That's good. I guess it's good for the other side. Their people are going home. Whoa. What's going on here? I didn't cut. First cut was not the deepest. It needs to be a deeper cut. Okay, here we go. Cut number 2. But honestly, the big news around here, oddly enough, the Seattle Mariners are 2 games ahead in a best out of 7 for the American League Championship Series. That's big. We're we're Giants fans here, but the main thing is, okay, the Dodgers are playing what do you call them? The Brewers. We want the Brewers to win. I don't know how well the Mariners, by the way, it comes with a fork. I don't know how well the Mariners are going to do against the Dodgers. The last thing we want to see ever is the Dodgers win the World Series, because they suck. They're all a bunch of jerks. The guy who pitched last night, Snell, oh man, what a jerk. They're all jerks. Horrible people. Horrible representations of the human species. It's kind of like, what's that movie? Karate Kid. You know how there's like the Mr. Miyagi and that crew, and then there's like the Cobra Kai, the Bad Dojo. They're like the Bad Dojo. They're all pissed off. They're all cranky. They're all rude. They all get in trouble for smuggling drugs and all this crap. Beating on people. Yeah, I don't know why, but maybe that's just LA. I don't think. I don't know. But whatever. There's been a storied rivalry between LA and the Giants for years. I mean, LA lost again. Beat LA. But I think it would be better if the Mariners faced the Brewers than if the Mariners faced LA. I'm sorry, but I hear from my wife. My wife knows everything about baseball, by the way. She does. It's true. But she's saying, yeah, Mariners have problems with LA. I think everybody's got problems with LA. And a lot of the headlines, because they had their game 1. And game 1, they won 2-1 against the Brewers. And that's not like, they're acting like it's some big, amazing, wow, look at that. They just took it from them. And, dude, that's not very decisive. That's what you call it was like, what? They got a run, so it was 1-0. Then Brewers tied it up, and then LA got another run. I mean, That's not a decisive victory, folks. Not like the Mariners beating the Blue Jays last night 10-3. So this is all way old history for you guys. But that's what we're excited about right now, and it's pretty neat. We're bummed the Giants aren't in the end thing, but our locals here. I mean, I live in Washington. I can see Seattle from my window. Hey, but you know, I used to be a Mariners fan. Then I met my wife, and I was like, okay, I'll be a Giants fan. And then in 2010, 2012, 2014, World Series trifecta. So I don't know. Next year should be interesting for them. But I don't know. We'll see. It kind of seems like maybe it's not working out with Buster Posey managing to a degree, just due to the fact that it sounds like he's just bringing up people for certain roles that he's familiar with, which, I mean, I don't know. If you're going to go with people, you have no idea who the heck they are, but still, he was a damn good catcher. He was a damn good player. But I don't know if, you know, like she said, she says things. She said, I don't know how that's going to translate to more of a managerial role. It's like, well, he's been managed, so he probably knows what it's like to manage things. I don't know. Anyways, here is our noodle. It's looking rather noodly. I'll say that much. I can't say what I think about it because I'm not really getting much of a scent off of it. Cheers. Noodle's a little spongy. I will say that. There's our broth. Little chewy bits. That's interesting. It has a little bit of the piquant. A wee bit of piquantness. So I've been working with this guy on this possible deal to do some special promotional thing. I don't know if that's going to pan out. It's kind of weird. I don't know that I should talk about it at this point because, you know, if it does work out, that's cool. But I don't think... I don't know. We shall see. Work in progress. Wasn't sure what to put in this, but normally when in doubt and it's beef, Chinese sausage to the rescue. Gotta love Chinese sausage. In moderation. I like it. The grocery store has scallions that don't look horrible. That I enjoy as well. Didn't I? Yeah. Do a little bit of seedy seeds. Yeah. Turkish Indomie. The other ones were alright. This one, Yeah. That music is really kind of hyping things up a little bit, it sounds like, but... Like, yeah! Turkish beef noodle. Yeah! Anyways. Now it gets even weirder because the next one is a Samyang variety made in South Korea for the U.S. market. This is MEP. It sounds like something Beaker from the Muppet Show would say. But this is a garlic and clam flavor noodle. MEP is a play on, like mepatong. So it's like a word play on spicy and like firm and chewy. So it's got a firm, chewy noodle and it's spicy. And there's like three. I think there was a cilantro chicken, a black pepper spicy, and then this one, this garlic and clam flavor. This came by way of James from Lakeside, California. Thanks, man. So yeah, all right. I'll see you on the next episode. Have a good one. Bye bye. Right, I'm pushing the button.